All right, welcome back to episode 3 of trying to convince Giannis to stay, basically. Last episode, we talked about a potential trade. If you watched last episode, you should know what I'm talking about. We got off to maybe the slowest start ever. We were 6-19, 6-20 at one point in the season. Now we are 20-5 in our last 25 games, um, which is huge, obviously, because now we were the 15th. We were literally 15th and ranked 28th in power ranking. Now we're 7th, ranked 19th in power ranking. Still not great for the power ranking stuff, but the conference is a lot better, especially when we don't have our pick and it's a swap best between Atlanta and New Orleans. We are looking um, for a trade. And if this trade happens, that means other trades for this team will be happening, and that is the New Orleans Pelicans. We are looking at a guy like a Trey Murphy. Now, Trey Murphy is only averaging 15 because I would assume his shot tendency is 55. Yes. But he is a guy that is on basically 3 more years for 27, 29, 31 million. And we kind of need to decide because we have the Kyle Kuzma contract. And basically, like if we look at upcoming free agents, so we could try and offer Donovan Mitchell. We could do a sign and trade in the off season, but like our contracts are not great. Where do I see that? Right here, sorry. So like right, Kuzma, he's off. The only thing I can say is if he's willing to resign right now, I will give him a 1 year deal worth about similar money, and we maybe do it in the off season and try to strike on something during, like maybe we try and go after a Donovan Mitchell. Maybe we try and go you know what I mean? Like we need to bring another star here. We need to bring another star here. Trey Murphy's not a star, but he's a very high caliber role player who maybe in real life could make an all-star game one day. Um, but the thought of losing the Kuzma money when again, like Bobby Portis, he has a player who I think he's going to decline that, probably ask for more or maybe a longer term deal. And then on that, we don't have the contracts to make it work without giving up like 3 or 4 of our bench players. Because like with the Kuzma stuff, we would be able to give up like Kuzma and Gary Trent, and we would get the money to work. But like if you see that right, we go from negative 60 million in cap room to positive 60, which I don't really know why, because again, that's really only 20 mil coming off the books. I think they're counting this Dame stuff, which I think is a mistake. I don't think that this comes off the books. Um, yeah, I don't think this comes off the books. So we might not do it. Let me see. He is willing to resign. So, right, I say, hey, Kuzma, take another big payday. But Kuzma's not going to be good. But we would do this in free agency, most likely. 1 year, 19 million, or let's just say 20. We're going to give him a 2 trade. We're going to do what the Nuggets did with Zeke Naji, but times like 4. Because they paid him like what $7 million. We're gonna pay him 20 mil for 1 year to look to use him for something else in the off season, which means we are not doing this trade this season. We are offering this to Kyle Kuzma. Some people are gonna be confused. You gotta give me a minute though. But now I want to see what that does to our salary cap. So we'll only have 40 mil. I don't know why we're gonna lose basically or gain 80 mil in cap. I just don't. Yeah, like 80 million in cap just gone for no reason. And I don't know if I believe it. So we're going to keep going. We're going to get to the end of the season. We're going to look at some playoffs. Depending on how playoffs go, we might do the off season this episode too. We have done a great deal of scouting. basically we're going to have the whole first round done. At this point, I think we will be a play-in team. Keen Wagler is back. That is great for us. Which basically means Usman Deng can go back again. Basically, no minutes. We sort of boom, boom. So just that. 26 minutes, and then now that goes to Keen Wagler. Perfect. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Great. Did we have? We did not. Keen Wagler was not in that. The Sixers won the dunk contest and 3-point contest. Okay. Giannis was an all-star, which we expected. All right. Yeah, let's keep going. Now that's done. Now we're basically going into the second round, I think. 35 picks. So. Ooh, Kai and Anthony. That's fun. Maybe we'll get him if we have a second round. I don't think we have a second rounder. Andre, I mean, I've got no issue bringing you back, dude. You're just gonna, for cheap, you're not gonna be terrible if we do have a great deal of injuries. So we'll do that. Just keep doing that. So yeah, we're 7th. We're again not ranking. Power ranking's not good. There must be a lot of West teams they're putting over us. Okay, Cam Thomas is hurt. But we're coming up on the end of the season. We're going to be just under 500, it looks like, unless we go on a nice little winning streak. Not going to happen. Usman Deng is going to get a bunch of minutes. Like that. Not the way we want to end the season. Okay, three little game win streak. Okay. Giannis's first team averaging 25, 12, 6, steal and a half, and a block. Basically a career low in turnovers since his second year, where he was only playing 31 minutes and he wasn't obviously being used as much. All defensive first team as well. Keaton Wagler, first team rookie, averaging 13 and 4. We love it. Again, the shooting splits were abysmal, but he is a rookie nonetheless. That works out perfectly for me. Again, Darren 21, 8, and 6. Boozer was 19 and 5, and then AJ was 15. So basically, the top 4 picks were all the top 4 picks. We are a play-in team, so we go against Boston, who have Payne Pritchard, Tim Hardaway, Garza, Tatum Brown. This isn't great. We technically only have to win 1 game, but we have 2 chances. So if we lose, we get to play against Indiana and Chicago. Hopefully, it would be Chicago if we lose, but we're not going to lose. Come on, we're going to lose. No, we're not. No, we're not. Come on. Boom. Okay, so we get a playoff series. That is great for us. Oh my God. The most unlikely trying to be hero in a game, Luka Garza. They got nothing outside of the top 3, so that's good for us. Which means playing we go, and they lose to the Pacers, who win 2 games to get in. They were the 10 seed. I think the last time these 2 teams went against each other in the playoffs, this is when Andre Drummond was there. I think it was Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin. Yeah, they're a better team, but where you've got the best player, which is going to matter, hopefully. We lose game 1. Keen Wagler, okay. Getting the playoff experience, too. It's going to be good to have. Game 2. Kuzma's good. Okay. Ooh, maybe we don't have the best player. All right. Nikola Topic is here. We got swept. And we need to convince Giannis to stay. Okay, we lost to the champs though. Hey, we lost to the champs. The net. You can't retire Thanasis. PG has to. Tim Hardaway. LeBron's gotta. Vooch, no. Fred, no. Reject. Draft lottery. Okay, so we would have had the 18th pick. Okay, so we weren't going to get the pick either way. So I'm glad we won as much as we did. Shout out to the Jazz Kings and Blazers. It's going to matter for you guys. All right, staff signing. Doctor, we want to have a good doctor, so we'll pay the doctor as much. Sign, perfect. Go to the NBA draft and see what the first couple picks are about. Cameron Williams from Duke. Again, I don't know. Tyron Stokes, I know. Obviously, I know who he is. 6'7", 245. That can't be real. What is this, like the Jaeger Demon of this draft? Okay. All right. Again, I don't know anything about those guys, so. I think I know this name. Maybe not. Keon Anthony got picked. Okay. We didn't have a pick. All right, player options. He declines. Okay. All right. Decline. Everybody declined except for Anthony Davis and Brandon Ingram. Okay. He's got a ton of offers. Oh my God, the Mavericks. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Player, no trade clause. He's going to be getting paid $81 million in the 5th year. 81. Oh. Okay. So that also might have been why they were counting the cap. So there's no chance we're going to have cap room. We do want to probably bring back Ryan Rollins. Okay. Let's just get these guys signed. So we missed out on literally like everything. No. Oh, we didn't. Who? When we went back. Damn. Ugh. Katie to the Bulls, Kyrie to the Rocket. Okay, that's strange. But whatever. We're at that point where I'm not going to be able to keep shit realistic. Michael Porter to the Heat. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why they were thinking we would have cap. So that's why but that's why we did what we did, right? That is why we did what we did. What did they end? They ended up as the 10 seed. Again, Trey Murphy, they do him dirty. Let's go talk. Right? Or hold on. Kuzma and Portis will be off next year. Let me see what the standings will look like again. So like Charlotte not getting anything. mean, I don't want necessarily Maxey. Halliburton would be nice. But again, that's Tyrese Halliburton. Indiana also probably wouldn't trade him to an in-division rival. But Tyrese would be fun. And then the West, we've got like, there's nothing there I'd want. Not even, nope. Not really. The Nuggets were that bad. Oh my god. Clipper. How much? So like we would be able to give. So we write Kuzma, Miles Turner. We've got money. We could find something, but we don't have an asset at all. Like we can't trade any of these. We could trade our 2031. That's it. So we could get like Siakam and Lou Dort. Ugh. Well, do teams have team intel going? I doubt it. I mean, what if it was a sign and trade? What did they do last season? Like, I wanted Donovan Mitchell, bro. I kind of wanted him. What if we say it was a sign in? Okay, we couldn't. We can't even do it anyway. All right. We just have to, I think, trust in Keen Wagler a little bit more than we expected, right? I think also getting a guy like Trey Murphy back on track. I don't love our center rotation though. Let's talk to the Pelicans, man. Let's talk to them. Trey Murphy, Kyle Kuzma, who we kept the money right for a reason. Bucks would acquire $4 million too much, which is where we give up. He shot 38% from three. Do we need the AJ Green, right? Do we need it? Like, I think one of the three small forwards between Keon, Dang, and Green need to be given up. I think I'd rather it be AJ Green. You give us back, like, actually, they don't have to give us back anything. We're in. Okay. Pick that. Who knows how this goes, right? Like, we could be so stuck at some point that 2031 might be more valuable. I think they do this trade. If they do this trade, we need to find a home for Zion. And most likely Sadiq Bey and DeJounte Murray. This team probably just resetting completely. What did Zion do last year? 25 and 7. Yeah, like, dude, and he's only 27 at this point. If we could sneak out with De Silva, I'd love it. Okay, no. I would just take this straight up. I don't want it. Okay, so instead of AJ Green, we give up Keon Ellis. No Keon Ellis. Do we have to give up Dang? I don't want even Dang. You know what we might have to do is Cam Thomas. But if we're giving up Cam Thomas, do we have to give this up? I think we do still. Okay. All right. So Trey Murphy is here. He's here. But this needs to go so much higher. We traded away Cam Thomas for sure. But that's because we got basically another guy we think could be a 20-point scorer for us. So we have Ryan Rollins, we have Keen Wagler, so we need backup guards. I mean, we could actually make probably one of those guys. We need backup a lot of things. Do I want to make Keon? Ooh, his overall drops. His overall drops. Probably make him back to us 2 for us. We're still probably gonna find guards to sign though. So who we've Ryan Rollins to like 1 year for Westbrook. And then if we get a good 2, like Tim Hardaway could be really nice. But he is 35. Quentin Grimes could be nice too. So we'll say Quentin Grimes, and then is Jalen Green going back? Oh, he might. I don't think he's going to go back to the Suns. I was planning on sending Zion to the Suns for Jalen Green. Okay, and then we need a nice power forward to back up Giannis. Like Ryan Dunn didn't get. Oh, I want Ryan Dunn. I want to lock him up. We don't have the cap for Ryan Dunn. Did I offer him too much? Or we really just couldn't afford him? Damn. Okay, that sucks. That would have been so nice, I think. I won't. Who do we have to get for Ryan Dunn? Can we? I don't have a job for AJ Green really anymore. I just don't. So if I can kind of swap best between the Suns and the Grizzlies, could be a nice pick to have. A Heat unprotected could be nice to have. But I think I want the. Is that a swap bet? It's a swap best. I want to swap best for him. And now we still can't sign him. How can we still not afford him? I thought we were going to be able to afford him after that. It's $4 million. We can't afford $4 million, bro. Okay. I mean, our centers. Oh my god! All right. So forget that. We go after Precious, right? He can play. He's kind of a big. He can hit the 3, sort of. I'll take Precious for a 1 year. Okay, so that's what 5, 8, 10, 12. Wait, 4. We have 12 players. Oh my god, we can't afford them. Oh, we afford the Thanasis, but we can't afford. Okay. We should probably get Ryan Nembhard. We can't. So why are you telling me I can afford them, bro? What are we talking about? So who can I afford? I can afford Scottie Pippen, but I can't afford. Who was I trying to get? Ryan Nembhard. He once let. I don't know. I don't know. Jose Alvarado. Let's get a center like Nick Richards. Okay. Perfect. Sure. I think we're good. And Alex is back. So Giannis drops 1. So does Trey Murphy. But Kean jumps 3. Okay. He is our full-time starter. Oof. Damn, Thanasis is 35? Wow. I didn't know he was 35. Okay. Giannis is 32. So we got to kind of get some things going here. We kind of need to get some things going here. We want to. God, we got to waive someone again, bro. Who do we? We got to wait for onto the Kumpos. Actually, no, we'll probably just waive, honestly, Alvarado. Auto generate. All right, and I'm gonna say no because he didn't try to retire yet. I'm gonna make actually Keon Ellis's backup a 1 just in case. So all right, so this season, all right, are we for real? We want Hugh Grimes to start over. Keaton Wagler, bro. Initiators. Yep. I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna say yes here too. All right. So Ryan Rollins, Keaton Wagler, Trey Murphy III, Giannis, and again, I think we still got Miles Turner. Although maybe we don't. Miles Turner, bro, you suck. You kind of suck, dude. Westbrook will be a nice locker room type of guy. All right. Good. I think we're okay. I think we go back to using a 9-man roster. I think we also say, hey, the bench is the bench for a reason, right? So we're gonna say Miles Turner. We're gonna take some minutes. We're gonna take some minutes from here. Yeah, Keon Ellis isn't gonna be an important piece here. But yeah, let Trey Murphy. Come on. All right. How do we feel? Good. I don't feel bad about it. Shot tendency stuff. Yep. Keaton Wagler. Yep. Quinn Grimes again. You should probably be shooting the ball more, dude. Then yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good. I think this is a season that we really try and make some things work, man. I think the next episode we're really going to try and make some different things work. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more.